This video describes how to send newsletters out to the subscription list to notify people of a weekly newsletter available, for example. To start, you go to the Manage JPPS menu. I've created a sample newsletter that we can send out every week to notify people that there's a new newsletter available. And it will be available in either the View Sent Mail Out option or the View Draft Mail Out option. In this case, it's available in the View Draft Mail Out option because I have the last action I took on it was to send it as a test newsletter. If my last action was to send it to the mailing group, then it would be in the View Sent Mail Out list. The sample newsletter I created is called Newsletter Available. To send this newsletter, you would go to the Edit option. If you need to make any changes to the newsletter before you send it, you can alter the title. This drop-down box you must select the John Purchase Public School Newsletter option. In this field, you can create the message that you want to send. You can add hyperlinks, you can add images, and of course you can just type plain text. You can actually attach files to the mail that you send out, and you would do that using the File Attachments option. You'd browse on your PC, find the file that you wanted to send, and click Attach, and that file would then be attached to the email that's sent to everybody. My recommendation would be to not send the actual school newsletter PDF file to everyone, because that's a very large mail out. My suggestion would be to just send a fairly simple one with links so that people can go to the website and then download it themselves. The options to send the newsletter are these three radio buttons here. If you want to make a change but you don't want to send it to anyone, you just want to save it to come back later, you select the Don't Send Now option, and then to exit you just press the Save option. The other option is to send a test newsletter out. This won't send it to everyone in the subscription list. This will just send it to the email address that's typed into this box here. You can change that email address to whatever you want, so you can delete this one and put your own email address in if you want to send a test newsletter to yourself. The third option is just before I go, that will change the button to Save and Send Test, so you know what action you're taking when you save and exit out of this particular screen. The third option is Send Newsletter. This is the one that will send the newsletter or this mail to everyone that's subscribed to the website. So I guess you really want to make sure that you've got the newsletter right before you select this option. It will change this bottom button to Save and Send, so you know that you're actually sending it to everyone. The only other option on this screen that's of some relevance is the email options. You can send the email in two formats, either HTML or plain. The default is HTML, and that's what I recommend you send it as. It just looks a nicer email. But if you want to, you can actually change to plain, and that will send the email as plain text. And that's really all there is to it. I won't send it in this particular case. I'll just save the email. You can see a preview of the email there. If we go back to the View Draft Mail Out, you can see that it's still there. I'll just run through the various icons that you'll see here. This icon with the red cross in the Sent column means that the last action on the email was to either send a test newsletter or to just save it, and it hasn't been sent to a group yet. If there was a green tick in this column, it means the email has been fully sent out to all of the subscription group. The third icon that you'll see here is actually a little clock, and that means that the email is in the process of being sent. Because of the size of the email, it's actually sent on a timer. So it will take an hour or so to eventually send all the emails to our potential few hundred school community subscribers. So don't panic if there's a little clock there. As long as a couple of hours later there's a little green tick, then everything has worked okay. And that's really all there is to sending a newsletter. Of course, if you want to send a completely different one, you can create a new mail out by selecting the Send New Mail Out option. And the options are all the same as the last one. You type your title in here, you select the John Purchase Public School newsletter, you type your message in there, you select one of your 3 send actions, and then you exit by clicking the save and send test or the save and send button as appropriate. Thank you.